One, two, three, one, two, three.
Okay, great. So we are going live in three, two, one. And hey everyone, welcome back to Real Time Talk with Eagle 3D Streaming. I am Quentin Anderson, the host of today's show. Today we have an awesome episode for you all with Slava Oganesian from Lunas. Slava is a dynamic CEO and co-founder of Lunas, a visionary company redefining 3D engagement. Through the power of Unreal Engine 5, Lunas creates innovative tools like digital twins and configurators, revolutionizing communication between companies and their customers. Slava's leadership drives Lunas to anticipate market changes and develop transformative solutions, bridging the gap between physical and virtual worlds. With a forward-thinking mindset, Lunas is shaping the future of digital experiences under Slava's visionary guidance. Slava, how are you doing today?
I'm good, Quentin. How are you?
Can't complain. Doing very, very
Yeah,
good. Excited to have you on our show today.
thank you for having me here today.
Absolutely. So it would be great, Slava, just to kind of hear a little bit about your origin story. How did you come to be the CEO of Lunas?
Oh, it all started almost 8 years ago when I met my business partner Max, and we realized quickly that we have a product in our hands, and we have knowledge to sell this product. So we started as a regular 3D visualization company back in 2015, and the market was slightly different from what we see today. Uh, Very low quality, not that much, not that many companies on the market. So we grew quite fast. So in a year and a half, we already had 25 employees. Currently, we have 48. So it was crazy times because we had really game-changing quality. We had super photorealistic images for the market where it was not that often having this high quality content. So I would say it was easy start. We were on the right time with the right product on the right place. And then in 2017, 2018, we saw a lot of competition growing around the world, and we started looking to new solutions, new products. So we started adopting Unreal Engine as a tool. Like from very beginning, our main idea was to produce as photorealistic content as possible. And the reason for that was that we are helping people to sell something that is not built or not produced yet, like houses, cars, apartments, villas, whatever. So the customer should believe that this house is real, this apartment is real, or this piece of furniture is real, so they can pay for it. And like around that time, 2018, 19, Unreal Engine started to having really good quality, so good enough to produce photorealistic content. So we started adopting this tool to produce more interactive solutions. We started from real estate solutions, then furniture solutions, car manufacturers. So now we're focusing on these three markets: real estate, car manufacturers, and furniture manufacturers. And we still have a department of the still images, like regular renderings, but the we're developing more the part of real-time presentations, 3D twins of cities, real estate products. And one of them I want to present to your audience today because we are using heavily your tool, Eagle 3D, to stream it because, as you know, and probably your audience knows, that Unreal Engine is a tool that needs to be run on powerful computer, which is it's complicated to have it for wide audience. So we usually produce it to install in customer sales offices. But the issue that we're facing is that pretty much all the customers, they want to have something online. And to stream these applications, Unreal Engine launched great solution, pixel streaming, and you are using it quite well, and you are helping companies to go live with these excellent products. So this is the reason why we are using your platform. So this is a quick overview of how we started and where we are today.
Yeah, and thanks for providing that. One of the things that I always notice with Lunas is, obviously the photorealistic content, but the level of quality that your team is achieving in that content. And it really does set the bar for the industry. So where does that come from? How do you as an organization maintain a high standard for quality in the content that you deliver?
This is a great question. It's all about our team because we have the most talented people on the market, and 70% of our artists they have architectural degree. 20% they have design degree. So we know how to present real estate. We know how to present interiors in the way how they were designed by architects because we are architects. So this is the one of the I hope that this is the one of the reasons why the visual quality is on a topest level. And this is just an idea. This was an idea of our company. We built the company around the idea of building photorealistic content.
Mm.
So that's why the bar that we set for ourselves is quite high, and we never go under this bar. If we see that something cannot delivered in highest quality, we will just not take the project
Oh wow.
because sometimes we don't have enough time or technologies are not there yet. We just don't start the project. We only start the project when we see that we can deliver the quality. Even if the customer is not expecting that level of quality and they have limited budget or whatever reason, we always deliver the quality that we have for ourselves. It doesn't matter what customer is expecting, we will always deliver highest possible quality.
Awesome. So no matter what, you're always achieving your own standards in all the product that's delivered.
And I'm pretty sure that the bar that we set is the standard of the market. There is I I can't say that the better quality can be achieved because the best case for me was when we replicated the photo for one of our customers because they wanted to compare. They were taking photos of furniture and then they were comparing our technology. So we recreated their photo and we showed the photo to photographer who took the photo, and she thought that this was her photo. So she was looking at our render and was like discussing the her our render as her photo. She never realized that this was our render. So this shows that there is no higher level than that because we're on the level of real photos already.
Hmm.
And this is really important for me as a CEO of the company and for the entire team. So it's everyone's idea, everyone understanding the team that we are delivering the quality.
Hmm. Did you have any concerns when you were adding Unreal Engine to your toolkit about it being able to achieve the quality of Lunas, or what was
This
that process like?
This was the main blocker, I would say, to use Unreal Engine because, for example, right now we cannot have 100% photorealistic quality for the exterior rendering. So we never
Hmm.
use Unreal Engine to produce still images.
Hmm.
We only use it to produce interior images, and we are there on a high 100% quality. We are using it for interactive solutions, for animations sometimes, but we know that we have other tools that will allow us to achieve better quality when it comes to photorealistic exterior rendering, for example. So then we will use Corona renderer or something else, but not Unreal Engine. Unreal Engine comes in every time we need real-time solution.
Hmm.
We have big spaces to show, then we use Unreal Engine. And in real time, if the quality photorealism is on 95%, it's good enough. And because in real time you don't see this 5%, you still feel that it's photorealistic. And I will share my screen later and show one of our current projects that we are streaming on your platform. It's a tool for single family housing business, and we are heavily using it here in Canada. And whenever you're ready, let me know and I will share my screen and show the quality, and both for exterior and interior is
Oh, we're
good.
ready. I think we're
Okay.
ready. Well, yeah, whenever you are. Um,
Yeah, I just need to open your platform,
sure.
start the application. It takes like 2, 3 seconds. So this is one of the reasons why we're using your platform.
Yeah.
It's quite fast, it's easy to implement, and it's easy to start. So
Yeah. So while you're starting it up, another question that came to mind was when your team was doing the process of integrating Unreal Engine into your stack. Were some of the other reasons, or why is real time interesting to your organization? What does real time do that we can't do with a static image or you know?
uh, it's the level of engagement of the customer. You cannot engage the customer with one photo. You can impress the customer with one photo,
Mm,
definitely, but
mm,
you cannot engage emotionally in the process.
mm,
So one of the main ideas behind the configurators that we are building is that when the customer builds something their own, let's say you configure your own house or your own piece of furniture, your own interior, you have much higher emotional attachment to this product. And this is what our customers, the businesses, they want to engage their customers emotionally in the process, because the sales process is all about emotions. And having these real-time solutions is something that gives us this level of emotional engagement with the process and with the product. And I'm sharing my screen right now. Hopefully you see it.
yes, just a second. Let me switch to the proper screen. Just a second. Okay, there we are. Now we're seeing
Okay,
it.
great. Yeah, so and this is a great example of engagement, what I mean when I say emotional connection with the
Mm-hmm.
product.
Mm-hmm.
So here we have a neighborhood where we can start the process from searching the plot of the land. And we can narrow down the search here. I'm running this real time right now. It's
Huh.
again, it's streamed through your platform. And we have different criteria. We can narrow down the search, and then I can choose. So now I see which of these pieces of land are well under the criteria. And
And
then I can click on this and I
oh,
can dive in.
or can we go back out? Um, is that possible? So a few questions here. Is this a real development somewhere in the world, or is this theoretical, or is this
This one is demo.
okay?
We are we are working on a few projects, like real projects, but we don't have them built out completely. So that's why we're using this one. This is our demo project.
Okay. And then
It was completely developed by our team.
how do you go about creating the environment surrounding the development? Do you use just different types of tools and different processes depending, or are you
Yeah,
using Cesium or ArcGIS or both, or
yeah, it depends on where we are. So for some, and now we have Google Earth that came out with
mm,
this new solution where we can use the environment, any environment, and it facilitates the process for us.
mm,
Before that, and but still we cannot use it for all the surroundings, because the closest surroundings we usually develop manually. So, and it mainly in we also have a product for high-rise buildings. And for that product, we usually develop surrounding buildings manually, and then third line are used. We are using either solution like Google Maps, but we never use it because it's new on the market. Usually, we use other partners
mm,
like Aerometrics from Australia, or
mm,
uh, another partner from UK. I forgot the name, whatever. So they also have scanned environment,
mm-hmm.
and we use this environment to kind of implement to this thing. So now we have Google, and it facilitates the process for us, but it's not well developed yet. The usage of it. It's not clear yet for us, but yeah, the main point here is that the surroundings is photorealistic and physically correct. So customer will understand where the neighborhood is located. And we can
Awesome.
also see all the all the information about the neighborhood itself, the surroundings. So um, and then this part here is completely 3D.
Hmm.
So kind of this was developed by our team in Unreal Engine.
Now, I see the list of available plots over on the left. Are
Mhm.
you grabbing actual price per square foot data, and can that be updated? Do you have like a database going on, or where are you getting that?
We Yeah, usually we connect with customers' database.
Cool.
So we in some cases we developed our own very simple database and customer can control it, but usually pretty much like 90% of developers they have their own CRM system.
Hmm.
And we just connect with the CRM system in real time and they can change the price, change the availability on their end, and then our system will grab the information in real time and we can do these updates every hour or every day or every week, whatever works for them. So the manager just needs to go to their own system, change the availability of the apartment or the price of the apartment or the lot or whatever,
Mm.
and it will be shown automatically in our system. And another thing that we have here is if the customer has two, three, four sales locations, they all are connected with the same CRM system. So if one manager uh, blocks the spot as sold, all the other sales locations will see that this particular plot of land was already booked or sold or an
Cool.
apartment.
Cool. And you're also doing things visually as well with price. Am I correct? Where the or what is the difference between the blue plots and the green plots?
So the blue plot means that here, as you see, we can narrow down the search.
Ah,
So,
okay.
so when I am narrowing down the search, so the green ones are not falling under this criteria. So and they are not clickable anymore. So I cannot click on this 72 because it's not falling under my criteria. But 71 is still blue, so I can click on it. So more I'm narrowing the search, and then I have less and less plots that are falling under this criteria. And then I can click on this 71,
Mm-hmm.
and I see my plot with available houses.
Mm.
So how this works, this single family housing market works, at least here in Canada,
Mm-hmm.
and pretty much is the same in the USA.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, the developers they usually have two, three, four options of houses for this particular plot.
Mm-hmm.
So here I can switch between them in real time, and I can also
So
change the materials.
and so who would be using this application? Is it the realtors or is it the home buyer? Both, or who are some of the people that would be using this application?
Technically both. Mainly, this was produced for home buyers
Okay.
to as we discussed before, to emotionally engage them in the process and also to show them how the house will look like. So how the process works now in the most of the cases, they have the developers, they have still images of the houses, and then customer goes and kind of picks the materials by looking at this small piece of whatever it is, like brick or siding or whatever. They need to decide how this brick will look like on their future house,
Mm.
which is impossible. And that's why we want to show to the customer how exactly their house will look like when it's built. And not only the house, but also the neighborhood, because we can go to current stage where some of the plots are already sold, or we can go to the final stage where the entire neighborhood is done. So now the future buyer can visualize the entire neighborhood. They can imagine how their house will look like. So here where the emotional engagement comes, where we show them the dream house, we show their life in 5, 10 years, and we facilitate the decision-making process. So we can go down on the ground level. We can look around to our neighborhood and see how the neighborhood will look like. And we can even play with the materials from this level as well. So I can change it
Wow.
to brick or to wood and see how it will look like. And
Wow.
also we can walk around the building. So we're on a facade side and I can go to the backyard. So I can look around at any spot and see how it will look like. So this is my view from my front yard, and I can go to the backyard.
Yeah. And one of the things I keep hearing you mentioning is the engagement that this provides to the home buyer. I mean, do you know of any other way where a home buyer could have such a custom and curated experience showing exactly what their house is going to look like?
So this is a game-changing solution,
Hmm.
to be honest, because the one of the issues that we see, and we hear from our customers and from developers mainly, because they more and more they are care about their customers.
Hmm.
So they want to show what exactly will be delivered, and that's why it's important for them, and it's important for us to showcase the end solution, and to make it as transparent as possible for the customer. Let me go back to sharing screen. One
Sure.
second.
Yeah. And if I'm understanding it correctly, let's say that I'm looking at the current phase and
Mhm.
my neighbor Bob has just built his house. When I click on current phase, will I see exactly the house that he has built, or would it be an approximation?
So it depends on if this house was sold or not. So
Okay.
here we are showing the final stage, but the most in most cases the final stage is the we are not on the final stage. So now we are kind of guessing what will be what will
Sure.
how the neighborhood will look like. But on the current stage, we already know that your neighbor Bob has this type of house here,
Mm.
and it means that you cannot choose the same type of the house, and it's locked here, as you see on the left side. This type of
Oh.
the house is locked because developers they usually don't want to have the similar houses side by side. So in this case, it's really important for us to be connected with the customer CRM system to see which houses and which plots were occupied with what type of houses. And yes, if you see this house here on the current stage, it means that your neighbor house will be exactly the same. And from the left side, you will have something like this.
Yeah. I mean, the use cases are endless. Have you ever thought about maybe if there's a bike path or something in the development? Could I, you know, see where I would go to get on the bike path and what it would look like to go on it and then come back?
We have that tool for high-rise buildings where we are showcasing all the surroundings, and we are
Hmm.
showcasing all the transportation system, the shops, stores, schools, universities, whatever they have in the neighborhood, we're showing on the bigger map. So the same, we can show the same here. We don't have it in this case because it's a in a suburb and there are no a lot of activities, but the bike path, of course, we can show it. Or if there is a metro station or whatever nearby, we can show it on a bigger map. So yeah, we can do that. And if we go to the backyard here, so we look at the building on the from the backyard,
Hmm.
and what what else could be done in the application every time I change something, the material, for example, or type of the house, I can create the render from this specific angle. I mean, I can
Mm.
put the camera in any position I like and take a render of my house and save it and send it to my email as a customer. Or I can play to this video here and high quality video would start and will show how my neighborhood will look like
Wow.
and how my house will look like. So you see this uh, it's a white house with a black roof. I can stop the video at any time. I can change the stage. For example, I can go to the final stage. I can change the color, or I can go to the brick and change the, let's say, the roof to metal. So now I can play the video again, and it will show me my house, the new configuration.
Huh.
So it means that we have hundreds of options how we can combine this, the houses, and we don't need to have 100 videos. The video is created in real time based on what was chosen. So it means that every customer who purchases the house, they will get high quality photo and video content of their own house, and they will have it for a year or 2 years before the house is built and delivered, which converts them automatically to our salespeople because they will be showing this nice video to their friends and family, saying, "Oh, I am buying this nice house. This is how my neighborhood will look like. This is how my house will look like." And they will be kind of promoting the neighborhood to their friends and family. So this is another important thing how the tool works for the customer. Again, the emotional engagement, and then the people who are purchasing houses, they need social proof. They need to prove to their surroundings that their choice was correct. So we give them for that all the tools that they need.
And that's one of the powers of this tool is if we were to have static renderings of every single different type of combination and we had to pre-create them, it would be millions or billions. But this tool is able to generate any combination on demand and then provide a high visualization rendering or video of that.
Yep. And this was only the exterior part, but we also have the interior part of the house. So we can dive into the house and we can play with the materials here as well. So usually developers, they have options for flooring materials and wall materials or tile or kitchen, how the kitchen will look like. I can go to walls and change the wall color. And every time again I create something and change something, I can click to the video and play the video here. And the same thing here. So we have you see we have like wooden floor here. I can stop the video. I can change the sofa, for example, to, let's choose this one, and I can choose different kitchen. Let's choose this one, and let's change the floor material to this one and play the another video. So now we have the unique video again. So here in the interior we have millions of options because you can combine furniture, you can combine colors of this furniture, you can change the materials, kitchen, whatever you want. You can go to the day-night or daytime or nighttime, and every time you can create the video. Let's go to the nighttime. Let's see, whatever. So yeah, and this is another tool. So for this one, we are partnering with local furniture manufacturers. So technically, developer with a partnership with local furniture manufacturers and resellers, they can add real furniture sets here. So customer can create the entire interior and get a PDF file listing the furniture that was used in this particular interior, and they can purchase it directly from the application.
Wow. So yeah, and just to capture that, so I can generate a bill of materials for my house that I am going to purchase and then send it to the appropriate person, so that they can furnish the house and I can pay through the site.
Yep.
I mean, this is an amazing application. Congratulations to your team. It's obviously very robust and it solves so many challenges that we see within this industry. Unfortunately, we're already kind of running towards the end of our time. Is there any other, for anyone that's interested in maybe learning more about the product, is there a best way for someone to connect with your team?
Yeah, of course, they can visit our website, lunas.pro, and there is a contact form, and you can send an email, or you can call. And we usually start the conversation from the first initial email with information about your project. And our main goal is we are not content production company technically. We are more consultant, and our main goal is to understand what goal the company has, what issues they have, and how we can apply our technologies to solve these issues. So that's why it's important for us to go to the first meeting, to talk to them. We never present the product on the first meeting. On the first meeting, we try to understand what their pain points are, how can we solve these pain points? And based on what information we get from them, then we can apply different solutions, because this is only one tool that we have. But technically, we have like at least 6 different products for different industries,
Cool.
and many more sub products that can fill the gaps for our customers. So please email us. Let's schedule a meeting. We can discuss, and you can also always ask the questions under this video, and we'll make sure to reply.
Yeah. And thank you again, Slava, for swinging by, and thank you everyone for watching. Obviously, Slava Lunus is a very successful organization. Congratulations. Thank you all for tuning in so Slava could share a little bit more about his products, and we will catch you on the next show. I'm Quentin Anderson. This is Real Time Talk with Eagle 3D Streaming.